Hey, Andrew has a very exciting story to kick off.
No,
episode
hold
58.
on.
I'm not jumping in with
Who's
that.
here, Harmon? We don't even know who we are.
Honestly,
I don't know who I am.
yeah.
We've been doing this for 59 weeks. I'm pretty sure they've at least picked up on who's who at this
Well,
point.
somebody wasn't here last week though.
Oh, I'm sorry, my girlfriend was sick. I had to go take care of her.
I think 2 people were not here last week.
I didn't think Harmon was sick or Jarrett was sick last week.
That was not.
Was it just
Oh,
me?
I
who
would-
did you,
I would
Andrew?
not take care of him.
And last
Oh,
week it was just me and Jarrett.
No,
when
I
Skippy
think
showed up.
Skippy showed up late.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes at the end.
You joined in at the 16th minute mark.
I have to apologize. I'm going to throw a little PSA. My girlfriend thinks I get really angry during these things because I start yelling. So I'm going to make a mental reminder to not yell at you guys as much and try to keep a very positive attitude.
So, got it. Let's make him as mad as possible.
I want to watch his blood pressure spike.
Let's
We
see.
need to hook him up to a heart monitor. You just
Invincible
hear it in
isn't
the
even good.
Oh.
You get a heart monitor with its own goddamn channel, and you just hear it.
You guys ever work out and you have like the machines, like the cardio machines that have like the places where you put your hand and they read your heartbeat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I need right now, I feel like. I
Well,
just
it
need like,
probably do.
like little like taped on little like paddle things. You don't need to hold anything. It'll just be stuck to you. Like
oh no, I need to buy the whole cardio thing, whether it's like the Peloton or the treadmill, and I need to put it right in front of my TV so we can do this at the same time.
Coleman doesn't half-ass anything. He either goes all in or nothing.
yeah.
Well, in the wise
Never
words
half ass,
of,
only full ass.
I was gonna say the wise words of Ron is it Ron Swanson?
Yeah.
I've never actually seen so yeah, the wise words of Ron Swanson. Don't half ass 2 things, whole ass 1 thing.
We love being an ass.
Well, isn't an ass in 2 parts already? Hmm?
No,
It's connected in the crack.
you have one ass.
I love how he had to put his mic closer to his face in order to say that.
It was really important that you guys heard that with the utmost clarity.
And now there's just a bleep happening for Jarrett.
Yeah, no, it's
Now it's going
just
to be
pure
anything.
It sounds like a wind tunnel.
Honestly, that
Jarrett-
beep could be literally anything that.
Jarrett currently has 5 fans pointed at his face.
No, I actually don't have any fans going on right now. The only thing I have is a cracked window.
Fucking summer's going to be rolling around here soon, and Jarrett's going to have his
Oh, God.
fucking tower AC unit blowing on him.
Window
His
AC
overhead.
unit.
It's not going to be summer. It's going to be like early April. So
Yeah, next
Jarrett
month,
has a
next
commercial
week.
AC unit that they would typically put in like a Walmart or a Lowe's directly
Oh, yeah.
above his room.
Correct.
Fuck yeah, dude! If I could, I'd put that bitch up there. I would have 4 units going on in here, so it's
Yeah,
fucking
and then-
igloo temperatures in here.
Jarrett would then
Jarrett-
stand in the middle of his room playing video games, standing up, butt naked.
God, why is it still so hot in here?
Just be like a goddamn polar bear or an Eskimo, just like flashing my sack in the middle of the Arctic
Ugh.
Circle. You know, like I'm
Yeah,
just here.
Ugh.
All right,
People-
that's
Did you
getting
just call your
bleeped
asshole
for
your
sure.
Arctic Circle?
No,
That's getting bleeped for sure.
I'll put all that in
God, I
Yes.
hate you sometimes.
You had to go.
hey, you
be
brought
an
up
ass.
AC, bro.
Is it physically
I didn't
possible
bring it
for
up.
Jarrett to
Coleman
get
brought it up.
frostbite?
No,
No.
Okay. Okay.
no, he physically cannot be cold enough. That's why, again, during recordings, was like, turn your fan. I was like, but I don't want to. I'm like, put ice down the front of your pants. I don't care. Like,
Do we think Jarrett could get a heat stroke in 50-degree temperatures?
You probably get it in 30-degree.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're hashing this out right.
See, I could probably survive sub-zero temperatures if I had enough alcohol in me.
yeah, that's fair. I mean,
It would trick my brain into like thinking it's hotter than what it is.
well,
Oh,
it
shit.
thins your blood. I mean, it's like that guy the chef who survived the Titanic because he was so drunk that it was preserving him. Like,
And people say drinking alcohol excessively is bad for you. I
Yeah,
don't
guys,
see
it
them
is, but-
surviving the Titanic. I don't see them say that.
I'm glad we have a set time, and this guy still finds time to be late every week.
I have to do
Really?
stuff every Tuesday, moron. I don't know what you want. You're like, oh, we gotta do it. You weren't here last week. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
You still
Okay,
showed up
folks.
60 minutes late.
Can we vote Skippy off the
cares?
show?
put him off the show. Can we do our own version of Survivor, but like just in some like random non-tropical location?
No, because then Jarrett's
Atlantic
going to have
City?
the advantage.
We have to do like the jungle because everyone hates the jungle. Everyone's at a disadvantage then.
Freeze! They're speaking a dialect.
A dialect.
Good one. Way to
You're
throw the
so
suppressor on
intelligent,
that
buddy.
one.
So intelligent, buddy.
So, anyone got anything fun happen today, or in the last time since most of you haven't been around?
Alan Wake
How
is
about that?
peak. I can't wait for Alan Wake 3. It will come. Praise the Lord. He will rise.
I will come.
I will come. I will be there. Sam Lake will be hard in my mouth. Amen.
All right, now let's talk about
Hey, well-
something real.
well-
This story with the carpet cleaners and Andrew.
I mean, I guess I could tell it now, but
You said
It's
you
not-
had a dope
only-
story for the podcast.
only I'm gonna find it funny. But I want to tell the story. So I'm a
Insert
little
laugh
bit of an asshole sometimes. I don't know if we knew this already, but I'm a little bit of an asshole.
Yep.
And so I was talking to Harmon. I had taken a break from Xbox, put my headset down. I was like, I'll be right back. Taking care of some business. Heard a knock at the door. Behold, man in a polo and khakis outreaching something to me saying, "Here, I would like to demonstrate our this new vacuum for you. But if you let me, I'll clean, like shampoo and deep clean a full room of your house if you sit and listen to my presentation." And I said, "Sounds good." So I let him in. Proceeded to pour myself some whiskey at like 1 p.m.
Did you offer him?
And then
any?
he's talking around this entire time about this, this great vacuum, whatever. No, I wasn't buying it, whatever. But I let him, I was like, oh, I just want to see like how impressive is like the shampooing you're talking about. I was like, oh, I'd love to show you. So he starts doing it, and he's doing it in like the one room that he said. The conversation progresses, and so I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm sold. Like there's a different kind of carpet in this other part of the house. And so I walked him to the other side of the house. He starts doing it in there. I got him to shampoo the entire floor of my
Dog.
house.
Homie's a fool.
And then he goes, "So do you want to buy it?" I was like, "No, get out of my house."
Dog.
That's, to be fair, I was like, I actually am moderately impressed by this thing. How much do you think that vacuum cleaner cost?
Probably
1500.
Yeah.
It's a carpet cleaner.
It's got a bunch of different attachments, and one of them includes it can shampoo as well.
Yeah, it's probably like 2,000.
Coleman?
Woman has died.
I'll highball and say 3.
Okay,
$3?
Coleman's the closest.
Dog,
That's crazy.
bruh.
It was just under 3K, and I was like, okay, like hang on, who is buying this? And on his way out of the door, he's trying to sell me he's like, well, here's a different rate I can do, because I understand salesman, I respect the hustle. You try to make a sale, you got to get your commission. I get it. So he starts immediately dropping the price from I think the first figure I think was $27.98 plus tax. So
So still
that's over
$3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, that's insane. So he drops it like a couple hundred, and then he drops it 500. He goes, oh, as I'm literally pushing him out of my house, hand on back, driving him out. He goes, what if I could give it to you for $1,000? And I said, if you could give it to me for $1,000, you wouldn't sell it for $3,000. And I slammed the door in his face. And I felt like
Dude,
such an asshole, but I'm like, I got my carpet clean. And I was like, he gave me a free portable car vacuum kind of deal. It sucks from what I can tell. It literally looks like no pun intended, it looks like it does not pick up anything. But
This is
you know.
when we find out that he's actually a longtime listener.
I hope so. I hope you don't get to go to your lake, idiot. Does things like, well, if I make
Duh.
enough sales, they'll take us to Lake Cumberland or whatever. I'm like, I don't care. Are you taking me
Duh.
with
It's
you?
a pyramid scheme.
If I ever bought a fucking vacuum for above $500, I need somebody to come over to my house and beat me with a fucking 9-iron. There's no way.
I spent 75 bucks on mine, and I feel like mine does everything I need it to do.
I will say a good carpet cleaner steamer thing, those are actually worth it.
Right.
But $3,000? No.
Yeah.
No.
But and he's
not at all.
explaining it to me. Here's all these perks of why you should buy this thing. I won't name drop the brand. He's like, yeah, hey, if you have an electrical thing and it dies, we'll give you a new one for free. If you have a flood in your house, we'll give you a new one for free. You can have it for the rest of its lifetime sent back, and we'll completely rebuild the machine completely free to you. And I'm like, maybe if you didn't do all that, the thing wouldn't be $3,000. Like, if your
Literally.
house floods, your house floods. Like, you're gonna lose every other product, but by God, I will be able to clean my new carpet in my new house. Like,
I know this fucking company has like the company slogan like our vacuums suck.
No pun
it's just like,
intended.
this is so stupid. Like, again, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was impressed by the machine because, like, I understand what he was saying. Because, like, the idea, like, technically, in their world, most things that we call a vacuum cleaner isn't a vacuum cleaner because it doesn't create a vacuum seal with the floor. If the one that we have, which I think was like $100, maybe like 120, something like that, like it's a little bit like a nicer kind of, yeah, I'd say mid tier, quote unquote, nicer vacuum, does a pretty good job. But like for it to jump from that to $2,000, no, $3,000, no. Then he's talking to me, he's like, well, we do have installment
Hell
plans
no.
where if you put this much down, it'll only take you 5 years to pay it off. I'm like, that's a car. Like, that's a car.
Uh,
You
Literally,
nimble.
like, what are you talking about, dude? No.
that's
He's
my
just
favorite.
staring at
My
me.
favorite. My favorite thing is to mess with salespeople. 'Cause they, like immediately, like I think this was a couple months ago, maybe a year ago at this point. Like some dude came up in an SUV, and it's like one of those people that try to like take pictures of your property above, and like, hey, we put this picture of your house in a really nice like frame. Would you like it? And I'm like, no, I actually just bought this $5,000 drone, and I like to make their lives miserable.
Hold on,
Just-
hold on. Who's taking a picture of your house a mile back into the woods?
They do that. They have like planes and shit. Like they'll fly above and they'll take pictures of
Planes?
houses, and then they're gonna.
Like Delta?
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
yes, they
no.
do.
Yeah,
dude.
fine.
They
They
fly
fly
out
like
of
Delta.
the
UAV
County
overhead.
Airport,
This is
charge
gonna be
$200 an hour,
but
and then they take
Cole
a shitty like
has
480p res of your house.
Cole has fallen victim to that scheme.
Cole is in
You
you in the
just
third
bought a
person.
house. How did you
I
already
didn't.
fall
It's
victim
not
for
mine.
that?
It's not mine. I bought mine for my previous residence because I thought the owner would appreciate it, and he did. He liked it a lot. It was a nice picture of the house. I mean, big house in the country, river in the back. Like, it was a really nice picture. But I kind of realized after the fact, I was like,
How much
I
you
got
spend on
scammed
it?
there.
Like he
How
just
much?
came up
How
and
much?
Just like,
I
would you
think
like
it was
to
about
buy?
your number. I mean, it was probably about
1,000.
100.
I was gonna
Okay.
say if it was 1,000. We're
I was like,
gonna
I
euthanize
heard
Cole.
no. I was like, wait a second, whose number are we talking down here?
No,
I
it was
like,
about 200. It was about 200. So, like, I mean, it's not the most ridiculous thing, and if it has sentimental value, I get it. But like, the frame is really cheap, so like, I understand the concern.
So, like, hear me out on the idea of like messing with salesmen. I think this is gonna be. I'm already regretting this. I think it'd be really funny if we all got together to do a video where we go sit through like one of those like timeshare conferences where they promise you the
Oh.
free golf clubs. As long as none of us manage to buy on timeshare, that's a win.
See, but here's the what's actually going to happen. Jared's going to be drunk at one of these, and he's going to be the one that actually ends up buying something.
no, I wouldn't buy anything. The first thing would be like, all right, so which one of
You
your
don't have to get so
products-
close to your mic.
Which
to
one
tell
of your
us.
products has a stripper pole built into it? And
All
where
right.
is the free beer cooler that comes with the property?
Is that how you sound to yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be us sitting there, and then like even if Jared wanted to buy the timeshare, he would be so drunk to where when he tries to get his signature, it's just either scribbles or a drawing of a cock. Those are the only two options. Like the guy's just getting increasingly frustrated. Like, no, please sign your real name. So he's like, John Hancock.
It's Herbie Hancock.
Bunch of assholes. That's what we are.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
just
They
there's
deserve it.
something about the worst ones, the worst salesmen, in terms of like dealing. I hate the ones in grocery stores.
The one's like, hey,
I-
what do you pay for your electric bill? I'm like, I don't pay my
Yes.
electric bill. Fuck off.
Literally
And-
in Walmart. Just fucking.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just
so
like, dude,
bad.
I want to get my water. I could give a flying fuck.
Like I just typically say, oh, I already have you guys. And they go, okay, sounds good. Because they can't call you on it. They're not gonna be like, oh, let me pull up your customer information. What's your address? Give me
We're
your
gonna give you a-
SSN.
We're gonna give you a 1/4 cent off of a kilowatt hour.
Yeah,
It's
I like tell them
it's
like, yeah, I
always-
don't have
it's
it.
always a goddamn
I live in
power
the
company.
shack. Sorry, no power.
Yeah, we know.
You should tell them you live on a reservation.
Would
No Fostoria reservation. It's just their plot.
literally.
All right, let's just name drop his town.
Astoria, California.
That.
Fostoria, California, Finland.
It doesn't make any sense, Jarrett. You fucking silly goose.
It doesn't make any sense, dude.
Like Jared is just of the mindset now. Anytime someone says something mean to him or whatever, dismissive of him, he just immediately does it back in the nerd voice.
Yeah, because I can't say the other stuff that they deserve.
Whoa, whoa.
Like Jared,
It's also half the time
stupid.
unintelligible because just his mic peaked. It's like, oh, thank you, Jared.
Yeah,
I'm
can't
sure that was
even-
really good if I heard that.
Yeah, for anybody listening, if you can make a mic that doesn't do that, you're making a lot of money.
Jared, a lot of mics don't do that. You don't have to eat the fucking mic, buddy. We can hear you.
False.
You get closer and closer. God forbid if we ever go to do like anything with like a decent little production budget and you have like a lapel mic and it's clipped to you. I know
It'll
we
just
won't
blown
be
out the entire time.
Correct. Because we have to remind
There's
him
no way.
every week, and he still doesn't learn.
We
Yeah,
need
or
to give
you'd
him
be
like
fucking
an
with
actual like
cord.
giant stand mic and have like a fucking pole that sticks to it and sticks into like a collar on his neck so he can't get close enough to it to peek it.
Jared needs a boom mic taped to his spine, where it's just looming over
It's just
him.
over him, so he has to look. He has to like tilt his head up to even be heard.
I mean, not on a boom mic. I mean, boom mics have a pretty good like radius on them. He'd probably be fine. It's just we're taping a carrot on a stick to the back of the pig. So you walking around looking like a psychopath in your house.
Oh, Jarrett. How are you going to let him talk to you like this?
Coleman,
He's
you're
actually
next.
screaming right now. We just can't hear him.
Jared's too loud, and Coleman's usually too quiet.
A little bit.
All
All
right.
right, with that, we're
Wild.
gonna end the episode.
Purple rain, purple rain.
I'm honestly.
We're
not
out
even
banned in 7 countries.
Only from the Amish country.
That's a
Point to
big
it on a map.
downside for you.
I'll say they also can't watch our video or they're cheaters.
The Mets.
cheaters?
Why am I banned from
They're
the
not supposed
Amish
to use
country?
technology.
I get it, but is that the correct word we want to use?
What do you want? Yeah, they're sinners.
Blasphemer! Heretic! She's a witch! She washed out horizons! She's a witch!
See you, everyone.
Adios.
Say no wrap up. That's wild.